Hello, everyone. My name is Luke Moore, and this is the interactive textbook for geometric linear algebra, designed and developed by myself, as well as my teammates Benjamin Meyer and Conlon Pattison. So, linear algebra is a very important topic to the field of computer graphics, and it's also a complicated subject. This math is not a required prerequisite to the graphics programming class here at CSUMB, and online materials lack a visual context that's very important for understanding. We sought out to meet this demand by creating an interactive web application with approachable lessons and interactive content. Our goal was to utilize typography in the design and create reusable components to be used across the site. Here are the specifications that were to be included in each lesson. Those lessons are vectors, vector operations, and matrix transformations. My design process started with researching other free interactive educational materials. These two proved to be very effective and were also about the same subject of computer graphics. Those are the 3 Blue, 1 Brown, and Ben Eater interactive video, and the Pixel Factory by Stephen Wittens. With the project requirements outlined, we learned the best approach was to have chunks of text paired with visual interactions. And to do this, we would design it in Figma and Adobe Illustrator, create it with React, bootstrapped with Vite, and the WebGL rendering library 3JS. We would collaborate together over GitHub and Trello, and finally deploy the application on Vercel. Here's an initial sitemap of our page navigation and flow with the landing page and each of the lesson pages. The resource page was scrapped for time. To create the logo, I took 3 symbols I felt captured the educational spirit behind our project and tried different ways to combine them. Those would be the book, the light bulb, and the arrows. Additionally, I had a puzzle I was playing with, but we ended up going with our light bulb logo for now. Later, I refined it, and from the feedback that I got, I learned that the icons were competing too much together, so I picked 2, the light bulb and the vectors, and combined those together to create a single icon. Here are the typefaces and color palette that we used. We used Gabarito for the headers and Lexan for the body text. And for our color palette, we used a fluorescent cyan as our call to action. These are some early wireframes I made in Figma using the typography and colors from before. My main goal here was to just explore different ways to pair interactive content with the text to see different options that we could use for our lesson. This gave me a better clue as to which UI layouts would work better than others. From those, I picked 2 layouts from the feedback I got, and I refined them a bit more. Having multiple layouts gave us options for how the lesson content would be paired with the interactive content. I refined those 2 layouts to create the final design, and we created it using React and CSS modules. The left layout was used for the first 2 lessons, since they have many different interactive activities, and those would be paired with their own unique lesson content. And the layout on the right was used for our matrix transformation lesson, where it was important for the user to read while they also observe the visual changes. Here are some mockups for desktop and iPad. In the future, to work on this project more, I would refactor the layouts to be responsive for mobile devices, as well as adding ARIA tags and roles for accessibility considerations. I would conduct more user testing on the interactive activities to further refine them, and I would like to add more lessons about linear algebra. So by the end, we designed and developed UI that can accommodate many forms of interactable content. This project allowed me to wear many hats, as I was able to utilize my design education to plan the UI and UX and build it using front-end technologies. I was also able to practice user-centered design methods to improve the functionality and final experience. Special thank you to our Capstone advisors and our user testing This has been the presentation for Interactive Textbook for Geometric Linear Algebra. Thank you.